Hi, today I'd like to talk about something that excites me a little bit about this channel, which is in the addition of a new playlist called Motherboard Component Level Repairs. Now I've had this for a while, but every single video from today onwards, since I make this introductory video, is going to be done in a very, very different way. Before, all of these videos were done usually after the fact or during the fact in really low quality, like where I'm soldering with one hand and holding the camcorder with the other. Today, they're going to be done with a high quality Sony NEX-EA50 camcorder. I am going to have this, the silly douchebag looking microphone on so that you can actually hear what I'm saying as I talk about what I'm doing. I'm going to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. You're going to be able to see from the beginning of the board repair to the end where it works. I'm going to explain everything as I go. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible so that you can follow along and understand, even if you don't know how to read a schematic. And I'm not going to include crappy techno music. It's not going to be 360p. It's not going to fast forward at 15x. I mean, how many of these videos do you see where they're doing like something like this, and and like in 90 seconds the iPad is repaired? Like outside of a dick waving contest is like that says, look at how cool I am at editing video. Seriously, what does that accomplish for anybody? What does that accomplish? It accomplishes absolutely nothing. I hate those type of videos, and I don't plan on adding them or adding to the noise of the internet by putting up these kind of bullshit ass videos where it's like, look, I'm repairing an iPad in 1 minute because I fast forwarded the video and have crappy techno music playing. There is not going to be any crappy techno music. There's not going to be 360p. Before, where I was using my zoom feature on the camcorder as a microscope, I'm actually going to have a microscope mounted inside of the camera. The microscope that I have right now, the new one, it actually has a busted prism on the inside, so I can't use it. The camera looks amazing. It does great recording, but when you actually look in it, you see 2 or 3 images superimposed on each other, and it just looks like crap. But that will be fixed. So the whole idea here is you're going to see me actually do the troubleshooting and the going through everything to try to figure out why something is not working from the beginning to the end. I will explain what I do every step of the way and why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. You'll be able to see me soldering and desoldering the packages within the microscope camera, and it's going to be of a different level of quality. Now, this is going to be a real-time video blog series. So whether this repair takes me 2 minutes or whether it takes me an hour, you're going to actually get to see everything, and the video is going to be for the duration of the repair. And this is the type of repair video that I have not seen put up at all in any fashion, so I would like to try to, to pioneer the real-time diagnostic repair YouTube genre, if that you can even call it a genre. But, and I hope that it helps you. And one of my main motivations behind this is to get people to use their brain. What I've been doing with this entire video series is I've been trying to demystify the work so that you don't feel like you have to be a genius in order to do it. So I can stop reading comments that say like, oh my God, you have to be a top-level engineer in order to do this. I'm here to tell you, as somebody that flunked out of college 3 times and got fired from many, many jobs and graduated Susan Wagner High School with a 72 average, that you really don't got to be that smart to do this. Another thing is I want to see you succeed. I want to see you move on to the next level. I see so many of these places saying there's no money in this business anymore that do nothing but Windows reinstalls and RAM upgrades and replacing power supplies and desktop towers. And of course there's no money in it for you because, desktops cost $200 because people can reinstall their own Windows. They can't, because people can replace their own iPhone screen or go to some kid on Craigslist that'll do it for 20 bucks. But they can't do this stuff on their own. And if you can, that's going to put you ahead. This channel is all about staying positive in the face of adversity. This channel is about succeeding. This channel is about going to the next level. This channel is about improving your business. And I strongly believe that learning how to do some of these repairs, even on a basic level, is going to take you to that next level. And I like to put my money where my mouth is. So if I say that you should do something because it's simple, or you should do something because you could learn it, I'm going to try to teach you. Now, one of the caveats here, there is always a price to something, is I'm not going to be answering most of your questions. I apologize in advance for this, and here's why. When I sit in this chair, I have about 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 boards ahead of me at any given time. People from around the world mail boards to this store to get them fixed. I am one of the only people doing them. As I've said many times, this is a 3-person company. I have pretty much 3 people working here, dealing with all the walk-in repairs in a very busy section of Manhattan, which is located in New York, which has a lot of Apple products. I mean, there's a lot to do. So I sit here working until my brain cannot add 2 plus 2. When I don't know the difference between impedance and capacitance, I sit here until my brain is mush. And once my brain is mush, I leave. And once my brain is mush, I'm not really going to be able to answer your question on why PP bus G3 hot is shorting the PP3V42 on your board with 6 ohms of resistance between the two. And when I do have the mental capacity to answer that question, I'm going to apply that mental capacity towards the 10 or the 20 or the 30 boards I have to work on, so those people don't all call in filing PayPal claims and saying that we're keeping their crap forever, because that they do have the right to do that if I never fix their stuff. And I really will never fix their stuff if I spend time here answering all these questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post as many of these as possible to try to help you. And hopefully your problem is within one of these videos. And above all, hopefully these videos inspire you to use your brain to learn on your own so that you are not dependent on other people to solve your problems. That's what this is really about. This is about getting you to a point where I'm making a video on how to do a repair, and 1 minute into it you're saying, I know the problem, where I don't even figure out the problem until 30 minutes in. I want you to be smarter and better than me at all of this. And that starts with putting this information out there. And since nobody else is, I am honored and privileged to be one of the first that do. And again, if you're one of the people who's liked this channel, who subscribed or followed it, or posted comments or linked it to other people from the beginning, I truly appreciate that, because it's that activity that motivated me to try to take this channel to the next level, to provide the level of information that it's going to be providing. And thank you, and enjoy.